Alright, what's up, guys? So, I saw this video on Twitter where a woman, she had walked into her boyfriend's room. I don't know what the living situation is, but anyways, she walked in on her boyfriend playing his video games, goes up, turns the game off, and then gets mad at him, for him getting upset. It's like, I'm in the middle of a game, and then you just came in and turned it off. That's almost as if like she whatever her addictions are in life, if he were to come in and were to mess up like something that she was doing, like let's say like okay, she's doing her makeup, right? And yeah, he just like comes in, like kind of just shoulder checks her. She messed her lipstick up and things. She's gonna be mad. Let's say if she's a book reader, she has an addiction to reading books. He comes in, he pulls. No, this is actually a Twilight Zone episode. This happened in one of the episodes where, let's say she comes home from a long days of work. She's like, oh man, I can't wait to read this book, and he undrew all on the pages and stuff, and now she can't read nothing. You're gonna be upset over that type of stuff. So it's like, how are you gonna get mad at him? And the funny thing is like she probably didn't buy that PlayStation. I don't even know about the TV, the cords, the Wi-Fi, the PlayStation Plus membership. I don't know about any of that stuff, but I'd imagine that she probably didn't buy any of that stuff, right? And even if she did, it's like, okay, so let's say that she did buy it. Why are you getting mad at him for playing something that you bought for him? Me personally, if I buy something for somebody and they're using it for long periods of time, that just shows that I'm a great gift giver. But if you didn't buy any of that stuff, what gives you the right to turn his stuff off? That's like, see, it's things like that people don't sit down and think about. They don't think about that, or they don't think about, well, why is he sitting down playing video games? Why do video games bring him comfort? That's something like people don't bother to sit down and think like, oh, communication is key. No, they're just so quick to like, oh, let's start up an argument. Let's start up a fight. Let's just start up something that shouldn't even exist in the first place, right? But if you were to bother just sit down and just hear him out, why does he play video games? Well, like, because a lot of times, like, it could just be from, like, well, for me, it was like my parents got me into video games, so of course, it was, just gonna be a domino effect. I was gonna grow up playing video games. So, but you don't know what that man has been through in life to where he finds comfort playing video games. You don't know if he's had some traumatic experience and he found comfort in playing video games. If he didn't have no friends and he finds comfort in playing video games. You don't know what he has been through in life. So when I see videos like that, when I see those types of videos, when I see videos of people breaking their significant other's consoles, or what else, deleting their characters, just doing some old dumb stuff that shouldn't even be existing in the first place, when I see that, it's like, fam, if you're not even bothered to sit down and try to hear them out on why they do it, the relationship might as well be over. Because it's like, there ain't no communication in a relationship. Like, and I know that's probably something somebody would ask me, like, well, what would you do if you were in a relationship and the girl, she was, had like an obsession with whatever? That's her. Well, let's say if it's makeup, right? If she's in her, in her room, bathroom, whatever, and she's doing makeup, I'm like, fam, like, okay, let me go ahead, get me a Nintendo, because most likely she might be in the bathroom doing this. So I'm like, let me go ahead, get me a Nintendo Switch, or get on a computer or laptop, whatever, sit right next to her while she's doing her makeup. I'm playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm saying, but it's like, it's stuff like that where it's like y'all can just be together, like, with whatever it is. Like, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, but we're together. All right, I feel like that's what makes a relationship so successful. Like, and even if it's on some stuff where it's like, if she has her own personal space, so let's say I'm like, I don't do no stuff like that, either way, we're still underneath that same household, we still got mad love for each other, and that's all that matters. That at the end of the day, that is all that matters. If there's anything that gets in the mix of that, that's when you communicate. But there's just people out there, it's like, yeah, that girl in that video, she wasn't trying to communicate. She's all like, she knows that it's going to start an argument. She's like, well, I haven't had a good argument in a while, so let me just go ahead, walk in on him, turn off his PlayStation 4 and stuff. It's things like that where I'm all like, yeah, to whoever that guy is. And then what was crazy, so I don't know if this was the same girl in the video or if it was somebody else, but so the girl because this was on Twitter, so the girl, she goes and responds to that video saying, I don't like a man that plays video games. But the funny thing is that she has an OnlyFans link in her bio and stuff on Twitter. And so just curious to people out there. It's like, what would you want to get recognized more for? Like, you go out in public, like, let's say you're out at a restaurant, right? And you got like, so it's, you're a OnlyFans model and you're a gamer, you're a content creator, streamer, whatever the situation is. But so anyways, I feel like with a gamer, somebody that's known for playing a lot of video games, if I'm out at, whatever restaurant, right? Let's say I'm at the Rainforest Cafe, because I'm like, I haven't had no Rainforest Cafe food in a while. So I see one, I'm there, I'm having my food, right? Somebody comes up to me, they're like, oh man, TMossBoss, oh man, I love the stream last night, or I love the video. It's like, oh yeah, that game that you were playing, it was crazy, man. It was really cool watching you play that game, all that other extra stuff. That's a conversation that you will most likely hear out in public. But imagine, okay, same situation, right? Maybe not Rainforest Cat. I feel like people that eat, well, I don't know, people that have an OnlyFans, they might. It's a possibility that they might eat at the Rainforest Cafe. But anyways, Rainforest Cafe, you're eating, and you got somebody walk up like, oh, TMossBoss, I love the OnlyFans content that you're posting. Why would you say that out loud? Like, why would you? That's something where it's like, I mean, yeah, it's public, but at the same time, that's like, even if it's like content creating stuff, you still want that to be kind of like, private, because it's like everybody gonna be looking at y'all like, oh wait, let me look, what does this hat say? TMossBoss? Oh yeah, let me look that now. Oh, he has all these subscribers and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, if it was up to me, what I would rather hear out in public, I think it would definitely be getting recognized for being a gamer and not for being an OnlyFans model. And it's like, at least with me, I'm like, I don't scam my fans out of, like, because no, it's one of those things where it's like, what, OnlyFans, like, I've heard stories where it's like people be like running scams on there. So I'm like, at least with me, I like, when I'm playing a video game, if that's like, the content, feel like, yeah, so like, and that's the thing where it's like, who knows, that guy could be a content creator and that's his job, that's what he does, that's his work, and then you're messing up his job and things. So yeah, it's stuff like that where it's like, look, talking, to the girl with the OnlyFans account, it's like, you the fine one to talk. It's all like, hey, you out here. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there might be some guys out there that likes a girl with an OnlyFans account, but I'm like, with me, I'm like, nah, that's something where it's like, I'm not trying to be out and about, and then guys are approaching my girl talking about, oh yeah, I love the OnlyFans content. Hey Tyler, when you gonna be in? And I'm like, don't ask me no question like that. And I'm like, that's weird. Don't ask me no question like that. But anyways, and then another thing, and I think that's something that a lot of people, getting back on this video game stuff, another thing is that the guy could be out there cheating on you. Like, he could be out there sleeping around, hanging out, you at home, thinking like, well, why is he never home? What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? You're thinking of all these things. He's at home playing video games. You know what he's doing. So that's why it's stuff like that where it's like, if you got a good person at home, like there, you can physically see them at home, and you're upset at the fact because they want to play video games, and they can be out cheating on you, they could be out doing crimes, they could be out there doing whatever, and they are at home playing video games. Fam, it's stuff like that where I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get how you can be mad about that, but yeah, it's just people out there that's just they slightly different in the head. So I don't know, man. But anyways, yeah, I just overall wanted to do this video for my opinion. I'm not looking for no argument. So if anybody want to watch this video and they're all like, oh well, the reason why I don't care. I do not care. So that's something where it's like, you could go ahead and leave some argument. I'm not gonna care. I just wanted to state my opinion, go on about my business. All right, so, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.